interview mostly actors and people in the entertainment business, but I've interviewed a few musicians and singers, and that's interesting too. I need to interview more musicians and singers because slowly as I interview them, I'm getting more fascinated with the music business.
I'm going to tell you right now, it's a rabbit hole, and when you start down that hole, you're not going to turn around, my friend. It is. I will be honest with you. When you start to hear some of these new bands and these new singers, and you really start to get bit by the bug, you hear passion in music again. You hear love, and once you get started, it's a drug. It's an absolute drug, and I'll tell you, it's the best high ever.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I love doing these interviews. I'm starting to interview more musicians, and when I first interviewed musicians, I'm like, oh my word, it's way different than interviewing actors and people in the entertainment business. But
well, if you can interview a musician, you can interview dang near anybody.
Yeah. Do you, your radio show, do you play music also? Are you a musician yourself, or do you just do the radio part?
I can't carry a tune in a bucket, so no. Yeah, I tried playing trombone when I was a kid, and after my poor music teacher's ears stopped bleeding, he suggested that I look at something else.
I had to ask that question.
Oh, no, that's perfectly acceptable. I have no problem in letting people know that, unfortunately, I can read an audience, I can play the music appropriately for an audience, but if you put an instrument in my hand, I'm going to look at you like a dog listening to a high-pitched sound.
I can't carry a tune either, so I'm good behind the microphone in the radio station.
Exactly. Well, people always told me I had a face for radio. I don't know what that means, but, I digress.
Yeah, I've been told that too. Face for radio and a voice for radio. My next question to you is, what is your advice for people who want to get into the radio business? What is your advice to people who chose the career you did?
My advice for them would be to do three things.
Mm-hmm.
Research, plan, and research.
Oh, yeah.
The reason being, when you're looking at getting into something like doing web radio, I spent 3.5 years researching exactly what I needed to get it started. I took a look at, first of all, I went all the way down to what is the appropriate kbps for an MP3 to be played? Or do you want to play MP3? Do you want to go with a WAV file? Do you want to go with, an MP? Some people actually like to use MP4s or, the different types of files. What gives you the best clarity? What gives you the most room on a drive? Because remember, you're now storing your own music database, and you've got to make sure that you have the appropriate level of room. Then you go into the technology, and it's a lot of research. And if you do it right, you can launch beautifully. Or you can do what I did my first time and blow up like a balloon. I did. My first time I went out, because being a nerd, I thought, hey, no problem, I got it. And no, I was like a lead balloon, and it crashed and burned. And so after using a number of very colorful metaphors for about 25 minutes, I said, okay, I'm going to shut it down. And I took another 3 months, and I found the right information, the right details, and I did it. And I went out. And never be afraid to say, I don't know. A lot of people are proud. Those people fail. Say, I don't know. Ask people. Ask people who are starting there. Ask people who have done it. That's how you really get good. And as long as you can really stick with it, and that's the final thing, is to stay with it. It's tough. It's not easy. It's going to break your heart, and you're going to pull your hair out, and you're going to scream at a screen for hours on end. But when you start to look at those numbers growing, the numbers of listeners growing, and you get emails from people saying, holy crud, where did you find that song? Or that was the song that I danced with my first girlfriend back in freshman year of high school to. How did you find that? That email makes all of it worth it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, most people think this is an easy business.
Sorry.
It's not. It's really not. But
No.
Once you break into it, do your research, plan, it's very rewarding in the end. It really is.
Yeah. The radio business is the cruelest mistress on the planet who cuddles you lovingly every now and again.
Yeah. And there are times where, like you said, I don't know, or you feel like giving up. You could take a break for a while, but you'll always end up coming back to it.
Oh, yeah. Have you ever seen the movie The Godfather?
Oh, yeah.
Remember when Vinny said, I try to leave, but they keep dragging me back?
Oh, yeah.
That is the mistress known as radio.
Yeah. And failure can be a wonderful thing because you can learn from it and apply it to the next time,
Well, absolutely. Absolutely. Take a look at Thomas Edison. He never failed once. He just learned over 1,000 ways not to do something. Well, welcome to radio.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Wolf, it's been a pleasure talking to you and hearing about your career and your show and your station. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your day to let me interview you.
Oh, it's been my pleasure, and we'll look forward to hearing your show more often as well.
Thank you. You have a good day.
All right, sir. Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And that was radio host Mr. Brian Wolf. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you had a wonderful Tuesday. Join us tomorrow when I interview actor Mr. James Aaron. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.